Assalamu alaikum guys. My name is Muhammad Zainul Abdin and today we are discuss about the topic of key networking terminologies. In this topic we are simply define the key networking terminologies with the different analogies to understand it quickly. So the first terminology is bandwidth. So what is bandwidth? The maximum amount of data that can travel through a network connection in a given time is known as a bandwidth. The analogy, just think a bandwidth like a width of a water pipe. So the more wider the pipe is equal to that more water flow, and the water is considered as data. Water pipe is a bandwidth. The next terminology is latency. The time takes for data to travel from source to the destination is known as latency. The analogy, just think latency like the travel delay when sending a letter. As we know that shorter distance is equal to less delay. When someone sending a letter to a shorter distance, it will send quickly, but when we send a letter on a longer distance, it will take time. It will delay, and that delay is basically known as latency. The next terminology is data transfer rate. The actual speed at which data is sent or received is known as data transfer rate. The analogy that I make for data transfer rate is I consider data transfer rate like a highway width. If bandwidth is the highway width, transfer rate is the speed of cars. More wider the highway width, more cars flow with a more speed, yeah, more cars move with a more speed. Yes. The next one is modem. So what is modem? Basically, modem is a device that connects your home network to the internet service provider. So the analogy is modem is like a translator. If modem is like a translator, converting your language into one the word understands. If there is not a translator, if you are a lack of translator and you are communicate with other people that cannot understand your language, so you can never communicate with those people. You have a translator to communicate with others. The next one is router. The directs internet traffic between modem and devices is known as router. Router is like a post office delivering mail to the right houses. Switch. What is switch? Switch is a device that connects multiple devices in a local area network or a LAN, sending data to the right one. Just think switch like a receptionist knowing which desk each messages goes to. The next is a gateway. A gateway is a terminology that connects two different networks to enable communication. Analogy, just think a gateway like a customs at an airport, letting travelers move between countries. And here the travelers are a data and customs at an airport is a gateway. The next one is IP address. In IP address we have two IP addresses, in which IPv4 and IPv6. We can define IP address as a unique identifier for a device on a network. In this, the IPv4 is a 32-bit, which is a short, and IPv6 is 128-bit, which is a bit longer and supports more devices. As we know that this definition is complex and hard to understand, so I can make an analogy to understand it easily and quickly. Just think IP address like a home address. IPv4 is a short street names and IPv6 is detailed address in a huge city. For example, a person have to visit his relative house that was in big city and he doesn't know exact house number. So he only know his residential colony name or street name. So this is IPv4, and the person that know his house number and each and every detail, that is a IPv6, which helps it to find his home. So the next terminology is MAC address. MAC address is a unique hardware identifier built into a device. MAC address is like a fingerprint that is unique and doesn't change, and same as the case with the MAC address. The next terminology is DHCP, the service that automatically assigns IP address to devices. And we think DHCP like a hotel receptionist assigning room numbers to guests per his need, and DHCP automatically assigns IP addresses to the device. Now I wanna thank you all to watch this video, and don't forget to give your feedback, and thank you. Allah Hafiz. May God bless you.